anyone can become a billionaire in Hypixel Skyblock. All it takes is a little bit of dedication, and the willingness to devote a bunch of time. So in today's monster of a video, we're going to be taking you through every step from the very start, all the way to the very end. Featuring 7 spreadsheets, 6 different Hypixel Skyblock websites, and even 1 mod, this guide takes you all the way through. So, of course, I would recommend you use the timestamps in the description, and when you need to find the link for something, which will also all be in the description, you should feel free to use the table of contents to find exactly the link that you're going to need, because there's a lot of them. But before we get into it, this video took me literally weeks to put together. It was a massive project, and I really need your help for it to do well. So leave a like, comment, and please subscribe to my channel. Help us reach that goal of 23.3 thousand subscribers on our dynamic banner. So the first way you're going to make money is with farming. Get a rookie oak for 10 coins, and then go all the way over to these wheat farms. This is for an absolute early game player starting off. You will want to chop wheat. There are a few other activities you can do, namely foraging and mining, and you'll need to do all 3 of them, because one of your major early goals is going to be unlocking the Bazaar, which lets you buy every single item and will be very useful later on. Next, you'll want to set up some minions, and this works for all stages of the game. If you are really early game, I recommend an ore minion, like this lapis minion. If you are mid-game, then I highly recommend something like a snow minion. It will give you guaranteed profit every single day. And then once you're later game, you can switch to fishing minions or some other skill-based minion. These can help you get skills that you really don't want to get. This won't help you that much towards your money goal, but once you're late game, you probably already have a billion coins. To make the maximum profit from these minions, you are going to need to get the best fuel, and overall follow all of the tips to maximize your minion profit. So look at the multiple spreadsheets I have down in the description below to help maximize your minions, and that is a guaranteed source of coins every single day. Next up, you will need to choose a path for your mid-game money-making method. This will allow you to efficiently use your time and not get sidetracked by things you don't need. Your options are farming, combat, mining, and flipping. So farming is the boring path. It involves farming a lot, and that's basically it. You build these massive farms on your island, and you farm for hours and hours on end. This is not the best money-making method, but it is one of the simplest, and it really does not take that much effort. You can watch Netflix or YouTube videos or something else in the background. Mining is the slightly less boring path that can also make you a ton of coins. It is one of the more profitable money-making methods, but comes at the cost of increased effort, because you have to be paying attention to what ores you want to mine, and when and where they are spawning. However, it is still quite boring, and is very repetitive. But in the Crystal Hollows with gemstone mining, you can make a ton of money. And you can be making up to 1 billion coins in a month with gemstone mining if you put in the hours. Which, see, I told you we would get there. But for some players, the allure of combat is too great. Dungeons, slayers, and mayors like Diana can be fantastic money-making methods. For dungeons, you just want to find a class that you're good at, and start to play it. This is significantly less repetitive than other skills, so combat is the preferred method of players who want to actually enjoy the game rather than just speedrunning 1 billion coins. You can earn coins from traditional drops from chests, from item drops on the ground, and from doing extra things like selling essence and selling carries. You should also make sure you utilize all mayors, like Diana and Paul, to maximize your income every single time that you are doing combat. Same with Aatrox. All of my guides for these mayors will be linked down in the description along with everything else. Next is flipping, which is my personal favorite path. It involves going to the auction house and bazaar, and really analyzing the markets. You'll be spending a lot of time in front of the spreadsheets, and much less time actually playing the game. Then you're going to buy items and resell them for a higher price, sometimes doing some crafting or waiting in between. This is definitely one of the fastest money-making methods, but requires you to have a little bit of startup capital first, so you'll need to spend more time in the early game stages of doing some basic farming or mining. I've got a bunch of tools and mods that should really help you out, so I would highly recommend you check those out. And up next are some miscellaneous extras that will put you over the edge to getting 1 billion coins. First up is booster cookies with the community shop. I recently talked about this, and it will be linked below, but you can make profit with booster cookies, and you'll be using them a lot on your quest to become a billionaire, because they will make you gain skills faster and thus gain money faster. You'll also want to maximize every single mayor, as I talked about before, particularly special mayors, so that's a good reason to subscribe to my channel, and stay up to date with skyblockguides.com, which I'll have linked down in the description. This also brings me back to the Forge, where you'll be making a ton of coins. You have a bunch of Forge slots that you should be maximizing at all times. I've got a guide that can make you 500 million coins every single month passively by investing in the Forge, so definitely do it. Link in the description. You get the same thing with Kat, another NPC that can be incredibly profitable. She holds a pet, and you have a slot that should be constantly full if you want to speedrun to 1 billion coins. You should also be utilizing bank interest, making sure there's room for your coins to grow, and making sure your account is leveled up to a point that makes sense. You will also want to utilize the community shop again with account and profile upgrades, specifically the coins allowance and minion slots, all the way to level 5 as soon as possible. That will get you some extra coins and super easy to do. Whoa, okay, that was a lot of talking fast, but I think we got there. If you have any more questions, let me know down in the comments. Please subscribe if you haven't already. This video was mostly broad strokes. If you want some more in-detail money-making methods, click the video on screen now. Thank you so much for watching, subscribe, goodbye.